Hi guys, so today we are going to learn about JWT. This is very popular these days. Its full form is Java Web Token. So what is it used for? It is also used for authorization as well as for authentication. And this is a tool which also does the secure data transfer. So this is too much information. Let's try to learn this in next 10 minutes and leave your question in the comments. I will give you the answers for that. So JWT is basically, it's a JavaScript. Basically, it's a JSON web token. What does that means is you have a JSON file and inside that you have some claims, which means some information. For example, you have the username and you want to transfer between the client and the server and in an encrypted way. So what information the server is sending, the client can read, understand, and consume it. And vice versa, like when client sends to the server between any two parties for that matter. So let's first look into here. So what I have is you guys can go to jwt.io. This website would show you this kind of interface and you have a JSON format you want to send, for example, order, and then there is a price for the order 250. So this is the information. Now, instead of sending this information, what you would do is whatever your JSON on this side, it will be converted into the encoded format, like it would get in the encoded format. So you will send this information. How would you send? I'll show you this with diagram in a bit, but let's try to understand that this encrypted format people, the man in the middle cannot understand, like the attackers, man in the middle attack, they won't understand this. They cannot tamper this because you have a secret here. So you have a header, you have a payload, and then you have a secret. Based on the secret, if someone knows it, they can verify this value is correct or not. So let me show you how this would work just in a moment. So here is my whiteboard. So let's imagine this is a server and this is a client. So what client is doing here is client would send some information. Let's say it's ID and password. Based on that, server would issue JWT, which is JavaScript Web Token or JSON Web Token. And it would return this chart with all the other information to the client. This is client, this is server. Now this information once client gets, if let's imagine there is a man in the middle which is trying to break it and trying to tamper it to fool you, that won't happen. Why? Because there is a secret. Based on the secret, the value would be checked. And then, for example, the user ID and all the information is being sent out to the client. Client will then read the information believing it is coming from the server and it is not coming from the attacker. So let's get back to our screen share. Here. So I have a secret. If I would say my secret, so this is the encoded token. First part, red part is header. Second part, which is a purple part, is basically the encoded version of body, and third part is the signature. So based on the signature, we can verify if these two parts are non-tampered or they are the way they are supposed to be. So this algorithm, what it does, it would do the base 64 encoding of header separated by dot, then the body, and then based on these two values, it would validate it against the signature. If the signature matches, that means the value is non-tampered. Now let me tell you, for example, the price of the order man in the middle has changed it from 250 and has made it, for example, 350. Now what would happen? The data has been changed. So this entire value has been changed. If we will go this way, this was the old token, you see 250, but this is 350. So the signature would not match if the person who is trying to decode does not have the same value. I would like to show you this using the Python library here. So this is the value wherein you have the values like the header, payload, footer, whatever are the value, and you have a secret. So this has been encoded jwt.encode. So you will get the encoded JSON here. Let me print that for you. So this blah, 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 this actually is your token, JWT, chart. This is being transferred over the network. Now at the receiver end, they would have the capability to decode it. So they'll decode it and you will see the value. For example, if there is a change in the value and this has been tampered, you will know that. How? Let me show you. For example, this is your encoded token and someone has added additional values here or tampered the value. You will see this error because the signature is now not valid. Signature has been broken or the value has been tampered, like this value has been tampered. So this is how the JWT would work, and it has several other advantages. It is better because you don't have to manage session. You are not worried much about the cookies. And in a follow-up video, I'll cover more. I hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. My name is Aseem Jain and I am a certified cloud architect.